Welcome to the Parody, where we tally up the victims both in this void and all our favorite movies. I'm Chelsea Rose.
I'm Disky. Web design is my passion, Dillion.
And I'm Braxton.
And today we're looking at Web, released on Christmas Day 2024. Web is my answer to the VHS series, with both titles being formatted in the exact same way. Although I will admit that Web is basically a ripoff, differences stem from VHS due to the segments being way more amateur and because of the internet theme that VHS did itself with Dante the Great.
Ta-da.
Web is the first ever time I successfully collaborated with others on a movie project, with this being a co-production between me, Braxton, and Magic Squirrel Animates. All three of us made segments of various length in September 2024, even though the movie didn't release until December 2024 due to school and my new commitment to Mansion Battle. Originally, a framing narrative was included that was alluded to in The Secrets of a Drone, although it ultimately got nixed to get the movie out. However, every segment has something going on, even though my segment is the biggest presence in the 76-minute movie. Even with short running time and segments that drastically vary in length and remembrance level, Web, to me, is an impressive feat that I can't wait to expand on. Will our web surfing net us a sizable body count that probably won't overheat any school-sanctioned device? We're dumb. Let's find out and get to the kills. Let me just pull up the movie, and there we go. The movie begins with a Mansion Battle reference explaining how if you look hard enough over the internet, you can find some messed up shit, yo. And even with the darkest sides and the darkest link, the darkest thing here is the title card. So that the title card has to be followed up by something even scarier.
Yo mama!
Yeah, that's right. The framing device is just yo mama jokes. And that's because I really couldn't think of anything better and I just wanted to rush the movie out. The movie then glitches and blue screens into the first segment, Initiate Teleportation. What the hell's going on here? I just wanted to laugh. What the hell is this? I don't think Chelsea's impressed. Initiate Teleportation is my segment, and I recorded it in just about 40 minutes. The segment also takes up half the goddamn movie. Chelsea's just here recording a standard little video inside the prison. And since this is another prison-related thing, just hope for the best. Thankfully, instead of bodies, the focus right now is Chelsea's swordplay. But soon enough, we had our first few kills. I won't count this guy because it's way too unclear, but who I will add is this prisoner and this cop. But then after that, the card becomes much clearer. That's because I can add two cops and a prisoner here, a previously seen prisoner that was shot off screen, and this cop for 5 more kills on the count. And then after that, dude, it's just another shootout. This shootout killed 3 people, starting off with this guy. The same guy fails to learn his mistake and is shot again. Then this guy walks into a crossfire to end off the trio. After realizing that she probably needs to get out of here, she puts on the best disguise of all time, which just gives her long limbs. Oh yeah, also helps that she has suffocating on her side. Too bad all his help was in vain, as the prisoners shoot him to death. Well, entirely in vain is a lie, because a lot of prisoners do end up escaping the prison. All that's left to do is to take care of this cop that was frankly just on a little jog. Her, Lazy Chicken, and another prisoner end up at the warehouse where they regroup and get weapons back. Some person also discovers the sick elevation that the tunnel has. On her way back to the prison, she contemplates about robbing the bank for a bit, but decides, nah, it's not worth it. Too bad the key to becoming a serial killer is locked behind one door. That's why she has to enlist to help a soccer player who just so happens to have a key card. The operation starts off a little shakily as one prisoner is shot, but Lazy Chicken avenges him by shooting his killer, Stanley. Then every prisoner decides how one cop is enough and gets the fuck out of there immediately. But also, I guess they stay alive for a tiny bit longer, so yay? Well, at least after they killed this grainy-ass cop. And this not-so-grainy cop that actually died before that last one. So then, Chelsea just stays on top of the wall while a cop comes out that could easily shoot and kill her. Nice. Nice idea. Nice idea, girlie. She jumps off the wall and it just puts her Uzi in the air and doesn't shoot it at all. What the hell's even going on here? Well, I'll tell you, there's a few cops that are gonna chase Chelsea eventually. And eventually, a cop comes around the bend. That one decides to go for greener pastures, but this other one goes after Chelsea. However, she just pins him in one big circle, so that's how she eventually kills him. She immediately sees another cop jump off that wall, but he's only here to say what's up. Maybe that was just a distraction for the thing that she should actually be worried about, this cop that starts shooting at her. She shoots, but he shoots more, so she gets teleported back to the prison? Wait, what the fuck? I don't know, technically it's a teleportation and not a confirmed kill, so I won't add it to the list, I guess? I don't know. Someone I will add to the list is this prisoner who we see dead. And Chelsea is not amused about this. I mean, it's just not segment Chelsea. Come on.
What the hell's going on here? What messed up shit am I watching?
And yes, you saw that correctly. A prisoner who we soon find out is Nate and a cop go on a cell to have a duel. Both don't make it out alive. Chelsea tries making a run for it again, but it's immediately teleported back to the prisoner containment area. And because of such a thing, guess what she does? The Chelsea watching the footage puts a Family Guy short on screen. What a marvelous time we live in, right? Oh, this is a lot of kills. Or no way, it's only one, because before any more can happen, Chelsea's teleported back. Back in the hallway, the prisoners are trying to get back outside, even though I don't think that's gonna happen anytime soon. Especially this cop peeking out the cop room door. And the strangest part about all of this is that during the Family Guy short, no one except this one prisoner dies. Well, except that one cop, but that's besides the point. In whatever case, he's now a cop running manic around the prison with a broom. I guess Tito, and Nate are gonna have to find out a way to clean up the janitor. And also avoid being shot at by outside forces. They both manage to, but Tough Otter isn't so lucky. You know, this is a prison segment, and it's strangely way less deadly than I was expecting going in. After Tough Otter, we immediately get another kill as Nate is found dead inside a cell. The cop can't risk getting sued, so Chelsea teleports back to normal. And also right after that, Nate is killed again, but a prisoner avenges Nate by shooting that cop to death. Chelsea grabs the shotgun and immediately starts shooting at all the cops outside the cell block. I mean, when you're born in the prison, it's either that or masturbation. Or somehow getting shot among the multitude of other prisoners there. Just so you know, Kind Pigeon, I'm also looking at you. The Boomer Doomer comes to the cell block and immediately makes Chelsea teleport. Though the cell block is saved when our retired cop comes in to save the day. Also, I forgot to mention it during Soccer Guy's Massacre, but Chelsea does start playing a multitude of tunes during this segment.
I was thinking of making me teleport back here.
The first of these many songs is Crappy Fantasy Days by Japanese Vocaloid producer Pinocchio P. And I chose it because the song's fucking great. That's why you hear it like at the beginning, this segment, and at the end. Chelsea doesn't know why she keeps on teleporting, but she said that a little bit too loud.
Did you, Jesse? Are you recording something?
Way to break the fourth wall there, Nate. You know, it's pretty funny that in anything I've done in Rec Room, it's only in Web while recording a segment out of the entire movie is the one where I get recognized in the middle of doing it. So I explained to him that, yeah, you're in a movie right now, so yeah. And that's why he's listed as one of two main cast members of the segment. So if you're presently watching this parody right now, what's up, dude? After the two become friends, Loyal Stork provides them a shotgun before immediately getting shot himself. Oh, and then they shoot this cop too for some clarity. And then this one, and then Loyal Stork again, and then one last cop to round out a 5-cop massacre. Chelsea catches up to 2 random-ass prisoners before the cops come out to ruin their fun. One prisoner is killed while posing looking like he made the mimic, then the soccer pro prisoner is killed before Nate gets killed. Then it's a matter of Chelsea teleporting and one prisoner getting shot off screen. Chelsea steals some shotguns in order to kill a cop before Tito gets shot in order to round off 6 kills for the count. She briefly hides inside her cell with the soccer guy, but it's immediately back to killing. A massacre that kills 10 begins with this prisoner. Loyal Stork then shoots another prisoner before being shot himself. A second cop comes in and blows through 2 prisoners before also being shot. The prisoners then kill this guard that's just easy target practice before Chelsea waves at Nate. Then another intruder cop is also murdered. And finally, the Boomer Doomer comes in to shoot a prisoner before being shotgunned herself. Some doofus puts the entire prison under lockdown, and Nate and Chelsea make plans to possibly escape the prison as a duo. As Yumi Yume by Deco Nino plays in the background, she shoots another cop. During the lockdown, not much happens, which gives us a nice break from all the mayhem going on. But once the lockdown subsides, however, 2 kills are automatically added to the count. Or no, 3 for that matter. And the 4th can't hurt too. And I could have appreciated this 5th one if not for Chelsea teleporting. But Chelsea gets him back immediately and gets
on the shotgun.
It also gets teleported back to square one. Chelsea yields a don't cross sign for some reason and misses 2 kills that happen sort of off screen. She capitalizes on this kill that happens immediately afterwards in order to grab his gun. With that burst, she's able to assist in counting some more kills herself. The Broomer Doomer, who appropriately gets broomed, and this other guy that gets killed off screen. She immediately steals another shotgun, but keeping up with prison stuff, this guy shot off screen. Then Chelsea just gets teleported in the face. Also, are you fucking with me? I have to go frame by frame to count this guy? Really? With the cops growing more and more powerful, Chelsea and Nate and all the other prisoners have to start a massive siege. And by massive, I mean this shit goes on for 4 minutes. So let's start off with a prisoner already being dead and a cop being sliced. Chelsea's teleported back to the cell block and Nate is seen dead in another frame-perfect body reveal. The Broomer Doomer proposes doom in the cell block, but it's quickly revealed that they're shit at PvP. And then, I don't know how the fuck else to say this, but it's just a massive shootout. There's just so many cops zipping and zapping around and stuff. It makes this, like, one of the hardest portions to count in the movie if we're not factoring in Geno's genocide. But I come through all the mindless shooting to count up 20 more kills that we can add to the count. And as for the genders of them, I'm just gonna say 18 men, 2 women. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't know, I'm not gonna sit through that again. With that shootout finally over and done with, Nate and Chelsea escaped the prison. Finally, Chelsea hasn't seen sights like this since the first 5 minutes of the movie, so might as well explain to Nate what's going on in the first place. And fun fact, there's actually a part of the movie I had to cut out here. Not because anyone says any racist or homophobic shit, it's because I just explained what the entire concept of the movie is here, and I just felt that'd like break the immersion, which like it does, but still. Or actually no, the full scene is still in the movie, it's just voiced over and sped up. With all this freedom and general lack of violence, what should they do now? I guess do what everyone else does and go inside the warehouse.
This is a cool place.
Well, I mean, he's not wrong, because this is the place that Coachella dude's party happened at. Why, how much I love you, Breakout to the party.
My name isn't Breakout 2, the party.
But both of them quickly discover that being out here with, like, no violence happening is kind of boring. Both of them decide to spice things up a little bit by hiding inside a black house. That's because of a cop. The cop decided to spice things up, lol. They decide to go sneak over to where the cop is in some Hanna-Barbera-ass scene. The cop runs out of the weapons store, but that was the worst idea they've ever had in their entire life. Because, as we all know, running into places that only have one hiding space in them often leads to death. But then they realize, again, that after killing a cop, there's not much to do out here other than just take control of it, I guess. Another cop comes out to where they are, but they're chill cops, so they don't really do that much. Another cop sneaks out of there to see what's going on, but immediately gets shot in the face by Chelsea. That's when she, again realizes that there's some cops out there. How peculiar. It's not like they escape. Oh, wait a minute. That looks like a sniper cop. That makes killing this one no biggie because they're not gonna use a sniper at close range. Ooh, we could get a little more spice in this part of the segment by killing another cop. Magic. By now, cops coming into the outside of the prison seems like a normality, and it's got a 50-50 on whether or not they're friendly. But if it's anything to Chelsea and Nate, they know that their days outside the prison are numbered. That's hammered in further because of a duel attacked by a duo of dueling cops. The first cop is pretty easy to take care of, but the second cop proves to be a bit more of a struggle, even though they only have a pistol. So much of a struggle, in fact, that they kill Chelsea. Even though they die, they kill Chelsea, and she's actually dead? So I can, like, add on to the count? You're lying to me. She's actually dead? Okay, I guess she's actually dead. So, like, that's how the segment ends. She's just dead. Lol. We get interrupted by more Yo Mama jokes before the next segment starts up. So now that my time doing this is finally done, I'll invite in Disky to do the next segment.
The next segment, Fear Itself, starts up as Chelsea complains about the Switch again. Detective John Johns and Mary Mary are at the house for the Fear reboot, and John Johns defies the caution tape and dog signs with his finger guns. He investigates the house, but sadly never finds the Cheetah Thunder Fist poster. Instead, he goes through the lower floor and out the back. I don't know why he did that, as he never found any other bodies, except for his own! An on-screen killer kills the detective off-screen with a spurt of blood. Mary Mary is still waiting for him, and dies immediately after due to her impatience. Then we get a segment, title card! Fear Itself is intended to be a sequel to the 2024 Fear reboot, and original filmmaker Sylvian Lancaster pretends to direct and be a cast member for this segment. It's also the only segment, to our knowledge, to be actually scripted. Here, they're just enjoying, playing alongside characters Norway, Isis, and Louis. It's a big party with non-copyright music, until Wraparound Chelsea ruins it. Pinocchio P's Yuri classic Knee 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 plays over a lot in this segment, giving it the gayest undertones because of the nature of the song. Joyen's asking about the lack of hat, but come on, stereotyping isn't cool, Joyen. Instead, Joyen requests Isis to get Joyen's luscious locks, that they promptly dismiss as ugly. Also, we're saying Joyen a bunch here because when Chelsea asked Magic Scroll for Joyen's gender, their only response was Joyen. In whatever case, Joyen leaves for a shower. A first-person POV shot catches someone's feet, but what's actually gunning for is this insane line delivery.
They're so mean! They're so mean! I do indeed love showering.
Top 10 Chelsea movie memes perhaps? Nah, it's just not a kill, as Joyen is beaten to death with these teenage murder nunchuck tools, echoing the first death from the reboot. The original survivor, Sully, comes in to see that we have a horse person on the loose, oh shit! In whatever case, they respect the auditory of this horse and get a hand-crushing handshake. I guess you could say the backing music is nay nay nay.
Oh, shut up.
Also, I'm sorry, what is this?
What is my wife slash husband slash brother slash sister, John Ann?
Huh? Most of this segment is just kind of goofing off like this. Like when they get the non-alcoholic beverages and a string of huzzahs is started. Eventually, Saul looks for the wife and finds Joyen dead in the shower. Nobody can seem to figure out who murdered Joyen, not even when the camera gets out of focus. Isis goes into the bathroom to see what's what and finds Joyen's wig in the first-person POV. Turns out, Evil Soy is back and just closes the door on them. Whatever, Isis comes out with that wig that Lily doesn't want. Horse person gets summoned somehow as Isis comes out the tent thing in the back. After some more bickering, the POV comes into the room to mercilessly stab Isis over and over. It then goes after Louis many times before she goes back down and gets stabbed by the horse person. Wait, if I'm describing all of this violence, why no kill graphics? I don't know. I mean, Louis turns into horse person between shots, so I'm inclined to believe that Louis and horse person are the same. After that, Evil Soy comes back and tells horse Louis his backstory. He forgets about the part with the machete that gets shoved into his torso. He dies, but not before he requests they tell his mom about something.
Skippity toilet.
Also, I don't think this blooper is supposed to be in the final cut, lol. And yeah, the graphics not being included was intentional. Both Louis and Isis are shown to be alive at the end of the segment, listening to non-copyright music. We didn't get to learn about how Yo Mama would beat Galactus and tear out Slenderman's non-existent eyes, and also how she wanted to eat creepypasta. Before we get to the final segment, now that my time is up, let's go with the Braxton.
Who the hell are you?
I'm leaving.
Me too.
Alright. Weird. Well, I'm an ordinary guy in an ordinary world. So let's just get this over with. The final segment, which is mine by the way, is called Gino's Genocide. Well, yeah, I'm doing this part for this parody. So yeah, what about that silly Billy that did that segment we did, huh?
I'm trying to get to the kill count!
Oh, I guess we'll just have to wait then. In any case, why don't we count this Homer, whose head will simply rip off? Not enough for you? Don't worry, we have a cajillion more kills left to go. Next, we'll have these two guys, street roamers, and I have a word with, and then when I'm done, whoa, kill graphics, y'all gotta chill out. 6 more people can be added after that. Maybe it was a mistake getting such a deadly segment.
Yes, it was, man. I had to sift through all of these kills. Was it fun? No.
Well, at least I didn't have to go through that hell. At least not for this hellish death thing big skelly boy goes through, which yes, we counted. Gino goes over to check the body, which only gets distracted by 3 people he murders and cannibalizes. Way more elderish horrors get loose around the neighborhood, and he kills a great total of 33 more things in return. In the course over a minute, somehow, there's all of this happening.
See what I mean now?
Yeah, I do, Chelsea. Dude, there's like a giant, lanky, noober doobers, and this guy, I don't know. What I know is that we're far from over. In fact, we can ask this green dude, and oh, his head and torso are doing whatever the hell this is. And if you thought we would get the break, 21 more kills will be added to this. Which, yeah, within 2 elderish horrors being among those, including the drone sticker guy, and I guess 19 innocent more, to count. Whatever, we finally get something when Gino goes into the shop to buy nothing. He glocks this guy in the face and steals his precious eggs. He shoots 3 more dudes after that and munches at the last one's head. Then we get whatever this scene is of whatever that is. And I'm losing track of all this. Like I can't even figure out how much there is so far. I lost count at like 35. Anyways, let's see. We can see 11 more guys zip zap through all of this. Yeah. Let's go with, 11. We see a Shrek car roll by as Gino continues to massacre with 9 roamers in the front yard of a house. Man, why did I make my segment so deadly? Oh yeah, maybe I can put this in the top 10 highest kill counts. No, maybe it's not anymore. Well, maybe if it's, maybe there's like top 10 that's like more or less, but oh, whatever. He enters the house and almost shoots this little guy to death, but since we never see his body, I can't add him for some reason. Who I can add is this guy in the neighborhood who probably owns a barbecue. He investigates the rest of the home and walks out to Mr. Chef. A whole bunch of stuff happens with a lot of shooting that, for more guarantees, brings on no new kills somehow. This airstrikey guy, though, yeah, that's a good as dead to make up for the only 2 kills in a minute. Gino goes on to a killing spree, which that adds another 18 onto the list, which is crazy, by the way. I can see this guy, then
Gandalf the Grey and Gandalf the White and Monty Python and the Holy Grail's Black Knight and Benito Mussolini and the Blue Meanie and Cowboy Curtis and John B. the Genie.
After cannibalizing the last guy, 2 more people get killed, including this guy who's skinny as hell for some reason. Gino can't believe so much meat was in there, and sadly 3 people get to experience a lock with a Glock out. It's boring.
Why the hell do I keep on popping up here?
I don't know, you're the only host I know. Oh, yeah, they're still jammed.
Yeah. Oh, I guess I forgot to write it in, but he shoots like 15 more people. Yeah, that's all you need to know. Lol.
4 streeter beaters are shot. Actually, there's 5, but regular, bastards don't get counted. This next killing spree doesn't have a bacon hair, but it does have something else. After Gino finds and eats the head off a random body, he gets thrown aside with another guy, which actually kills him. Woohoo! We did it! However, a perfect excuse to get a Tommy gun. He flaunts it around. Why did I do that? And I can count 15 kills over the next minute and a half. Alright, let's go. Gino goes back into the shop and looks around for a couple of minutes. He decides to buy nothing, which immediately responds is to kill 3. Nice 3. Alright. He immediately goes back to the shop and order a small noob pet, which gets captured by a noob of significantly larger size. It's unclear, but the noob was taken care of by someone off screen, and oh, this street roamer gets killed too. Yeah, with this pet out and open, Gino's first tactic is to shoot a fellow noob in front of it. Why would he do that? Is he stupid? No, I'm not stupid. Gino's not stupid. It's canon. My show is canon to it, by the way. Next, he shoots another guy's corpse that isn't a noob, so he feels free to chow down. Gino pulls out a gun and onto his little noob, and a kill count streak of 24 begins. Some guy in an airstrike whose pie tat is launched like a rocket. Oh, and then we get 22 more kills after that. Whatever Gino walks down the street, contemplating why this segment had such a huge number of accounts.
Yeah, I've been wondering the same thing, lol.
Girl, get out of my segment, he decides. Nah, I win. My guy, your segment's already winning a kill count so far. Here, I'll prove it. Let's add 35 more to the kill count for some reason. Over the course of a minute, that's how many Chelsea could track down this many kills murder mayhem. Just like causing mayhem and every single other horror short Chelsea's done so far. There's 34 more normal guys, some guys who look like they're Star Wars aircraft man. I don't know why I decided to do this Purge as a segment. I mean, I wanted to become a Purge film. Like, yeah. With that massacre finally over, Gino walks down the street, only stopping to shoot a small noob, and continues to trek over some cars, whose owner he also shoots, gets into one, and drives it out into the neighborhood we've been getting tired of. He stops by a cabin in the woods and enters it to see a decapitated head with a bacon hair. He drives back through, but gets out real fast in order to drive fly to his giant Easter Island statue in the distance. Moai statue moment. The segment finally ends when Gino resets. Normally we wouldn't count this, but seeing as it's above water, we will count it due to either a high velocity impact or an off-screen drowning. A secret third option is this Ghanaian a jump scare. Now that we're done with the Purge 7's leaked, it's right if I hand this over to Chelsea, aka Kyoko Glazer.
We come back to the wraparound to find a Yo Mama joke about Yo Mama being so fat that it made Brody Fox gay. There's another one about Yo Mama being so ugly, but it gets cut out. Cut out by me! Chelsea has extremely negative thoughts about the footage she just saw. I mean, I was the person who had to tell everything for Gino's genocide, so not far off. There's a lot of serious pondering. She ultimately decides that, hey, if I'm never gonna see this footage again after today, why bother, you know? Why bother with the contemplating about it? She sits back to finish the video she was watching. No, not the puppet master behind the scenes video of Torch, the hottest puppet around. I meant the video she was watching on the TV. Crappy Fantasy Days comes back on the soundtrack to lead us out, but not without another title card. Did this grisly collage of web videos manage to bring us a kill count worthy of a diamond play button? Let's find out and get to the numbers. Hey guys, it may have taken me a while to get through that crazy traffic jam, but I'm finally here. Have y'all already done all the segments? Why the long face? Listen, you just crashed your truck into a recording void. Now, why did Hajime kiss Nagito on his hot lips? What do gay Danganronpa twinks have to do with it? Oh my god. From my best count, we had 318 kills on web. The victims consisted of 302 men, 10 women, and 6 unknowns. Given that we fit Joyanne as an unknown, giving us this Vimeo over YouTube Pie. Distributing the kills per segment, Gino's genocide sweeps in that department, scoring 224 kills, whilst leaving the other 94 kills between the other real segments. Sorry, wraparound, you get Jack. With a modest runtime of 76 minutes, we had a kill on average every 14.34 seconds and a total of 79.5 kills per segment. We'll give the infamous flamethrower to Evil Solely. As there was blood, it was actually on screen, and he even says Skibbity Toilet. Broken Pistol can go to that cluster of 11 in Gino's genocide, because, like, what the fuck am I supposed to be looking at here? And that's it. Web was released in 2024 and has a sequel due out this summer. And also about this summer, we'll get to Danganronpa 3, but more about Web 2. If you want to be a filmmaker and it just like go to the community tab and go onto the Google form. It's really easy. Just make a serious response and I'll consider you. But until then, we're a chronically online group of people on the web, and this has been the Parody.